Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's me, Dominique. Thank you for coming to my channel. So my first video is going to be a day-to-day look with a bit of glam touches and how showing you what options that you can do to either make it more subtle or to make it more dramatic like this. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Thank you. So to start off with, I will be taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and this is in the shade 220, and then I'm going to take a Zoeva buffer brush. I've just got it on a palette here, and I'm just going to press it into my skin. So doing it, I'll just get my hair out of the way. I like to do it with a brush first because I feel like you get more coverage. I'm a full coverage kind of lady. You get more coverage, but also as well it helps spread the product a bit more. I do go back in with a beauty blender after, so to kind of press it into my skin, kind of give it that flawless finish. Mind my skin, it's not the best, but yeah, I feel like whatever works for you is great. But when I do my makeup, and certainly when I do other people's, I always do use a brush first to go in and just really spread it. It also helps you layer it on as well if you do really want to have full coverage. This Fit Me foundation is a buildable foundation, so it's not, so for example if you used a MAC Face and Body Studio Plus or something, then that is going to be full on wham bam strawberry jam there. Like, I probably, if it was just for a MAC foundation, I probably would use just a beauty blender or a brush to really get it onto the main places of, say, my forehead, across my T-zone, but I don't think I would use it for the full whack because sometimes a little bit of coverage is too much. So yeah, so this one you can buy from, like, you can even buy it from Tesco's. So I know shopping markets do it. So anywhere that sells Maybelline, so you can get it online. Beauty, I don't actually know, Beauty don't do it. Like Look Fantastic. When you're on your daily shopping, or sorry, weekly shopping now, you can pick it up in Tesco. So you haven't necessarily got to make a separate trip to Boots and stuff if you don't want to. Yeah, it just depends where you get it from. So then I'm going to take a beauty blender and I'm just going to press it into my skin on, and then I'm going to move on to contour, which is what I do next. I use the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade medium, which has been well used. So with this, I do two stages with this. I take a smaller pencil brush. This is a Zoeva Petite Eye Blender, and then I also take a, I don't know what, like a short flat angled brush, I don't know. I got it in a set from Revolution a couple of years ago and just love it ever since. So what I do, I really get in there, and I just do it in the places where I contour. So I do it on my forehead because it's quite large. I then do it just as a small line where my cheekbone starts, or non-existent cheekbone, should I say. And then I also do under my jaw because it's not what it used to be. Like so, under that. And then for my nose contour, I then use the smaller brush from Zoeva, and I really like to push it into my eyes so it gives it more of a snatch look, but also as well it blends the eyes into it. I do this especially for my day-to-day look. So I just bring it along and just bring it right under my brow, and again on this side, looks a bit crazy right now, and then I just do like a little loop on my nose. I also do a bit under my lip because when you're wearing lipstick, it makes your bottom lip look bigger if you are doing like lips or something. So I then take just a short, fluffy, but strong brush, and I just blend it all out like so. So that's contouring. I'm then going to move on to highlighting, which I just do with concealer. So I either use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige, or today I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Define, which is a Tarte Shape Tape dupe. And this is in the shade C6.5. So I just dab it under my eyes, on my chin, on my nose, and on my forehead. I then take a beauty blender and then just dab it out. So these parts that I do are the bits that I like to be highlighted. So obviously we contour because you want to hide how big your forehead is and stuff. But these are the bits that I want to bring light and attention to. So I'm just going to blend it out and then I'll be back in a second. So she is blended. Yeah, she's blended. So I then like to bake and then I'll do my eyes and everything after. So I use the Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie. I really like the Huda Beauty stuff. I used to have the banana powder one, but she ran out, so we used translucent instead. So what I do, I take a small beauty blender. You can get these from Real Techniques, so in Boots. I think they also sell them online as well, or Amazon or whatever, wherever you get your products from, girl. So I just take it and I dab it into the product. It's got like some weird mesh bit onto it, and then I just press it under my eyes. So
it makes me happy. And if I
also like to cut my cheeks, not literally obviously. So with this, under the line where we applied the contour, I like to put a line across to really cut in the cheeks. I saw makeup by Ariel, however you say. Kylie Jenner's makeup artist do this, and obviously if it works for Kylie Jenner, it will work for me. So I just do it underneath, like that. So as you can see, it looks a bit crazy right now, but we will blend out soon. And I like to bring it under, and it really just gives your face some definition. And if you have a round head like mine, then this trick would work for you. So moving on to brows, I like to use a couple of products for my brows. So I first of all start off with a kind of like a toothbrushy looking thing. It's from My Kitco and it's called My Brush Brow. I also do use this for my hair as well because it's quite a good one to get in your little wispies and that. So what I do, I brush up my eyebrow hairs first, so they're all kind of fluffy. And I quite like fluffy but sharp angled brows as well. It's kind of weird. There's a bit of my eyebrow hair that doesn't grow, so we have to draw it on, so I kind of have to go for that look anyways. So I use the Benefit Brow Styler. I use the shade 5. I also do use 4.5, but I feel like 4.5 is a bit, it has kind of red orangey undertones and it doesn't really work for my eyebrow hair because it's quite dark, so I feel the 5 is much better. So I go in first with the crayon-y pencil bit. It's like a swivelly applicator. I then start off by drawing a line, carving out my brow of how and where I want it to be, so across like that. I then also go across the top and just bring it down like so. And then this bit here, as you can see, my eyebrow hairs don't grow, so I'm then going to do upward motions from the crayon to give me eyebrow hairs. So just do light short ones until it starts to build up. I then fill it in, just making it a bit darker towards the edge, not a complete ombre brown, but somewhere in between. I then use the shadow part, which they call a pounder, and that's just a twist thing, and they all come both together so their colours will match. So then with this I then go in to fill in my brows. So just filling that in, the little line, and we'll just do it like so. I then go back with the brush and just brush it out so the product isn't too heavy, like so. I'm going to do my other brow off camera and then I'll be back. So moving on to eyes, so I quite like a bronzy goddess kind of moment, so I like to do something before I do my eyeshadow. So, to go under my eyes, first of all, I always like to put highlight under the arches of my brow bone. So I am using the Jeffree Star Frozen Peach in the Supreme Frost, and eventually the pan, because she's a bit rude. So I just go in with like a small pointed brush, and I just brush it under my eyebrows. For eyeshadow, after I do the highlighter under my eyebrows, I like to go in with the Morphe 35G Bronze Gold palette. So this palette came out, I want to say last year or something. As you can see, it is well loved. So I like to use, I don't have any shade names, but I can find out after. I like to use this one a lot, as you can see with the pan girl. I also like to use this colour to darken in my crease and kind of wing it out. And then I also use the orangey shade to highlight and add some glitter. So I like to go in first with the lighter shade, the pan shade. I just get a little brush, a fluffy brush, and I'll just sweep it across. So I brought you in a bit closer so you can see what I do. So I've got the lighter shade of the two that I use on a fluffy brush, and with this I am literally just going to sweep it all across. I then go in with the darker shade, and then again this is on another small fluffy brush, and I just like to concentrate it at the ends first. I then get a clean fluffy brush, and I just like to marry the two products together. I will then do the glitter. So usually I do the glitter on a small kind of shadower brush, I guess it is. So I'm just going to go in with the orange glitter. It's like a bronzy orange glitter, and I just like to put it on this part of my eye here. And that's that. So I then like to go back in with the brush that has the lighter colour of the two on, and I just like to blend out the glitter just a little bit. I then go in with a brown eyeliner. So this is from Wet n Wild. I think it was like £2 from Beauty Bay. I just like to go in on my waterline, just like so. I'm then going to go into the under of my eye. So I'm going to take a small little shading brush here with the darker colour of the two that we put on the outer crease here, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes and connect this line winged here to the bottoms of my eye. So that's one eye. I'm just going to go off camera and do the other eye, and then I'll be back. So I just did the other eye off camera. So for my normal day to day, I would usually just whack on a bit of mascara and then we're good to go. But I'm just going to amp up this look a bit more and make it more of a night glammy kind of feel. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, and then I'm just going to pop on some eyelashes. I'll do a more in-depth video of how I kind of do prep my eyes for eyelashes and what products I use, because there is something in the works. But yeah, so what I do is I just put on my eyelashes. I'm going to use just ones like this that have just a slight fluffiness to them, and then the glue that I use is the Duo Latex Free. So I've just popped on some lashes, and then I'm just going to pop on some mascara for my underlashes. Ooh. So next on is probably my favourite part of makeup. It's bronzers, blushes, highlighters, the best part. So we still got our baking on, so we just need to take a fluffy brush. This is a Zoeva 106 powder brush. So I'm just going to I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Tan, and this is what it looks like inside. So I'm going to take I don't know what you'd call this brush. It's like a fluffy but strong brush. I don't know what you'd call it. And I'm just going to go into the product quite lovingly. I like to be bronzed. So with the bronzer, I just go over all of the areas that I've contoured. So top of my foot.
Please don't come over, 'cause you're not sober. Yeah. Now you know that ain't
Just blending it upwards from my head, making sure that if you do have like a whiter scalp than you do your hair, because I know that I do, I always just brush it up a bit to make sure that you don't have a line going around your head. I'm just going to do the same on my cheeks. So for my nose, I don't like to use a big bronzer brush. I like to use a smaller one so it's more concentrated. I got this in a Morphe eye set, and it's kind of like a small version of what I just used. So it is just a small fluffy brush and it's slightly tapered on it. So again, just going with that, and that is literally just going down my nose and just across like I did when I contoured.
Please don't touch me like that.
Like so. I then go in with blush next. I use the MAC, I can't even see what it is, Sheer Tone Blusher in the shade Gingerly. Again, I'm just taking a fluffy brush, but this time it's tapered, so you can see like this. There also is a smaller version, like so, and that's really good for getting just the apples of the cheeks. So I'm just going to go in with this, and with this I'm going to do a weird kind of chronic smile. But it really does help you get the places, so when you smile, these bits here are good for putting blusher on. And that's it for blusher. So for highlighter, I think I'm going to use something a bit different. So usually I use, for a day-to-day look, I think because I've added eyelashes, kind of want something a bit more. Usually I do use the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost in Frozen Peach, but today I'm going to use the Be Perfect Sub-Zero with Mitchell collab. So these shades, please don't judge me on the state of it, but these shades are lovely, and they really do have a wide range for everybody. I think you can buy these on Beauty Bay and in Superdrug, so you know where to see them, girl. But these ones are very, very good. I tend to use more these two ranges because these are quite light, but still this one, Body Oddy Oddy, is lovely when you've got a little bit of a tan and you've got it on your arms and stuff and glistening. So I use two brushes for highlighting. So I use a Morphe M501, and it is just really a black, soft, fluffy brush. But I feel like it's good for highlighting because it's small enough but also big enough that it covers a lot of range whilst you're doing it, but also you can get the motion that you need to put the highlighter on. So I'm going to go into the shade Lifestyle in the Be Perfect Sub-Zero palette, and I'm just going to place it on my cheekbones. To go in with a smaller version of this brush. This one's actually from Primark. Love Primark brushes. And this I like to go on the top of my cupid's bow, the bottom of my nose, and just in between my eyes here. And then go back with the bigger brush and just do a bit on my chin. And then I like to do a diagonal line going from the corner of my eyebrow up into my forehead. And that's it. I then go back with my bronzer brush, or sometimes blusher depending on which one, and I just like to just push the products together, making sure that they're all blended. You don't have that harsh kind of metal line down the brush here. Then I go in and set my face. So I like to use the Morphe Continuous Mist, but I don't have that at the moment. So I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So I use this if you have quite dry skin but you've baked, you can use it in between after you brush it off, just to give your face a new release of kind of hydration. You can use it for a range of things: before your makeup, during your makeup, after your makeup, whatever. So I just take this and I just spray it all across my face. So I've just set my face with the Fix Plus from MAC. I'm then going to go in and just do my lips because that's all we have left to do. So for my lip colour, I like to use this colour from Natural Collection. These are from Boots. I think they're about $1.99 for lip liners, and this is in the colour Espresso. So personally myself, this is the best nude lip liner that I can find. I often use it as a lipstick and just do it all over my lips, and then just add a bit of Vaseline or Carmex. With a sharp lip liner from, this is the one from Collection, I like to go into my lips and just create a cupid's bow because my lips are quite rounded. And I only do a small one, like so, and then I just bring it down. Like that. And then for my bottom lip, I just do exactly the same. But then afterwards, because I'm going to be applying a lip gloss, I'm going to do a cross over here, and then fill in some lines across. It just makes it, it's kind of like a lip contour thing that I saw a couple of YouTubers doing it, so I thought I'd give it a go, and it turns out it works for me. This also works if you wear a matte lipstick on top of it as well. I'm then going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and this is in the shade Fenty Glam. And if you mess up your lipstick, as I do sometimes, I just go back in with a contour, with a concealer brush, and just clean up the edges if I need to. And done. So that's today's video finished. I hope you liked the final look, and if you want to let me know of any other content ideas that you'd like to see, any makeup looks, any recreations, or anything you want, certain products, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, whoever. And yeah, tune in guys, because there's more videos coming. Thank you, bye.